You too, the goose. You can come in here, but as long as you're not going to be naughty. No naughtiness. Are you going to be naughty, or are you going to be a good goose? With your big, beautiful brown eyes. Come here. Give me your big, beautiful brown eyes. Alright, just relax. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Says Binky. It's a bit of the pot calling the kettle black. I'm teasing. Welcome, everybody. Hi there. Waddlecopter. You're gambling so hard right now. Sup? Lola May, thank you very much. I'm doing wonderful. Anyway, yeah, dude, so this whole, it's so funny. I threw this stupid gambling label back on this because I got a warning from last week. I got a warning from Twitch, and they said somebody reviewed my stream, and I had live gambling. But I looked at the category, and it said, with real money. We don't use real money. This is all fake. That's why I put in the not real gambling. The problem is with Twitch, I'm not sure who to reach out to. There's no, like, respond to email. Like, how do I get the strike off my channel and let them know that, yes, we do live blackjack on Thursdays, but it's not with real money. It doesn't matter. It's all fake. It's a fugazi. Anyway, just so I don't get another strike, I labeled this stream a gambling stream, even though it's not a gambling stream. Not a degen. You're a degen. Your mum's a degen. Rude. We're not degens here. Just saying. And I am annoyed that Twitch would label me as such. So, anyway. Eventually I'll figure out where to complain to in the land of Twitch. Anyway, so that's what's going on. Hey there, Red Plays. Megan and Binky as always. Lola May, hello darling. Miriam, always a pleasure. Lola May, thank you. It is annoying. Whatever. We'll get over it. Hola Maya. So yes, team, we have Noah drawn in Italy. But now you're gonna play what I want. Well, listen, bro. I don't know what schedule you're on. Hope you're enjoying Italy. It's so weird that I have not been back to Europe in, good lord, how long? German and Russian. Kien, guten Morgen, spasiba, mein Kamerad, meine Kamerade. Seriously, Lola May. Probably gotta go and tell the family. Well, lovely, JC. Congratulations. Go have time with your family. Go be with your family, pumpkin. And hello, Dolores. Lovely to have you with us. Appreciate you being here. Skokovic. Greetings, darling. Alkistan. Welcome. Welcome, friend. Welcome. Like 3 a.m. Not fun. Ew, brutal. But no, I was saying, last time I was in Europe was 2003. Dude. No, I got no Croatian, sorry, bro. I can't know how to say hello, or like, I don't know anything in Croatian. Yeah, it's been over 23 years, 22 years, 21 years since I've been to, Europe. That's sad. I miss Europe. I want to go back to Europe and hang out there. I love y'all's food so much. Oh, God. Love European food. It is just delightful. European wine and the culture and the castles. I love how old everything is and how small everything is relative. It's not that Europe's that small, just compared to the U.S. The U.S. is gigante. Yeah, I really didn't appreciate it. I always thought like China was like way bigger than the U.S. It's really not. It's really not. It's like they're pretty similar in size, man. It's like Yeah, the U.S. is just bigger than you think it is. It's weird. It's this oddly, strangely big country. Anyway, nobody cares. Ooh, we had lasagna. Who doesn't love a good lasagna, darling? Savages, that's who. Or I could say, what would they be? So my brother's wife's parents. Are those like they're not anything to me, right? They're like are they my in-laws? So my brother's wife's parents are my in-laws, I think, right? Anyway, they're from China. And it was so funny. They're not anything to me. Yeah, that's like, I wasn't sure, Megan. It's like, yeah, like my brother's wife's parents are just like, whatever. Kian, good luck on the exam, buddy. Jason McCluskey, good stuff. Hang in there, Kian. Good, nice to Kate. Wait, you passed the certification to you, certified oncology data specialist. Congratulations, Kate. Good stuff. Let's give you a big hug. Awesome. Bring it in, Kate. That's huge. Congratulations. Well done. Come here, Kate. Awesome job. Wonderful news. They were in Vegas for like 4 months. Like, and think about Vegas. Vegas has a lot of great food. Vegas is like LA. There's amazing Mexican food. There's amazing Italian food. There's amazing Chinese food. There's amazing anything, right? Like Thai, Vietnamese, like anything, right? And French, rude girl. And it was so funny, man. Oh my God! Thanks to the Stobel, the Stopsel. The Stupsel. Vielen Dank, Stupsel. Appreciate it, man. Fist bump. Thank you for the biddies. And yeah, like they only like Chinese food. I made them my sauce. I make, and listen, people, if I fed you my sauce, you would be like, wow, Jeremiah, that is delicious. That is a gorgeous sauce. And they were like, nope. They said it was too sour. I was like, it's too sour? What do you mean it's too sour? You're too sour. Your face is sour. My sauce is sour. How dare you? I'm kidding. But I was surprised. Like, they just didn't like it. They were like, no. Like, they just like Chinese food. Specifically, Hunan food. Like, that's what they like. Especially her dad. Like, he likes Hunan. Don't get me wrong. Hunan food's amazing. Love Chinese food. I ate like a king in China. Loved it. But for them, they're just like, that's all we like. We don't like Mexican, Italian, French, Thai, you name it. They don't like it. They just like Chinese food. No, to each their own. It's just funny to me. It's like to have like such a weird limited. It was funny to have such a weird limited palette of flavors to me. But oh well, what are you gonna do? Oh, and Olivia, the recipe is up. It's on my channel. The recipe is I did it live. Not live, but I cooked it live. So if you want to know how to make my sauce, it's like making sauce with me or something. I forget what the video is called. So yeah, you know. But you can go make my sauce. I laid out the recipe. Did a video and maybe as an AMA. No, the AMA was for I did that for my my morning spam, fried spam, bok choy, and mushroom breakfast over rice. I did that only for the AMA, so that's like behind the paywall. But me cooking sauce, me cooking sauce, that one is just up for everybody. So yeah, if you want to go make my sauce, that recipe is up on my channel somewhere. I did it a couple years ago. Let's see, over on YouTube. Let's see what's going on. Blah, 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 blah. Miku. Oh, well, thank you for saying hi, Miku. Appreciate it. Thanks, Amad. Yeah, it's neat to hit 100K, man. That's very, very cool. See, Lola May's seen my sauce video. See, Lola May knows what I'm talking about. And Twitch and right with my phone. Thank you, Miku. Appreciate it. Miku, do I like Korean food? No, Miku. I do not like Korean food. I adore Korean food. Korean food is so freaking delicious. Ugh. Mother Mary and Joseph. I adore Korean food. Yeah, for reals. And Mr. Solomon, this is not pre-recorded. My sauce video. There you go, Odyssey. The title is literally Making Sauce with Jeremiah. So, Google it if you want to make my sauce. If you don't, who cares? RL Ghost, thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man. Guido Abondanda. Hola from Italy. Buonanotte, Guido. Buonanotte to you, my friend. Yeah, mixology, mate. I'll do that one of these days. I've had a lot of requests for one. You're not wrong. But I mean you. Fair enough. And you got another K-pop, I guess. Don't do K-pop. I have nothing to do with K-pop. Korean food, all day. K-pop, no. Jacob asks an interesting question. What makes a successful person in my eyes? Well, to me, a successful person is somebody who has had a positive impact on people's lives. Ideally, many. It was funny. I was, no, thanks, Ellie. Glad you enjoyed my Met Gala thing. And when a successful person is somebody who connects with, to me, has beautiful, powerful relationships, gives love, feels love, and has an impact on many people in a positive way. To me, that is a successful person. And it was funny. I was listening to, there's a guy I listen to sometimes named Scott Adams, and he's the creator of the comic strip Dilbert, and he's an older guy. And the other day, he like 3 days ago, he announced that he is dying of cancer, and he's probably gonna die in the summertime. And so Bam and Marine, good to see you, bud. And no, not my dad, Scott Adams, the creator of the Dilbert comic strip. And he said, I don't want to make a big deal out of it. I don't want to be known as like the cancer guy or whatever. So he made the announcement, and it was all over Twitter. And people are putting out like these cuts of Scott Adams in interviews and stuff. And he was interviewed by a dude named Zuby. And Zuby asked him that question. Like, what would be defining... Thank you, Odyssey. I haven't read it, but I hear it's very good. And he was asked, like, what would be your definition of, like, you've been successful? And Scott thought about it, and he said, well, I'll judge my success on the amount of people who come to my funeral. And he said, like, the more people that I touch, move, and inspire, that I helped out, people have felt helped by me, that will define whether or not, I was successful. And he said he had to do a really interesting thing. The day after he made the announcement, somebody hosted a Spaces for him. And he joined, but he listened secretly. And he said he didn't listen to the whole thing, but he listened to like 2.5 hours of a 4-hour Spaces. And he said it was one of the most beautiful things he had ever heard in his life, because it was just person after person talking about how Scott had impacted their life in a positive way, in a beautiful way. And he had never felt so much love. He was like if you could somehow witness your own funeral, like, you would just be blown away with love. And he couldn't believe the outpouring of kindness and like beauty. So I have a similar kind of a view. It's like, for me, the more people that I can help, that's it. That's the good stuff. The more people that they can go, God, I was in a rough spot. I was having a crappy day. I was having a tough days. I was having a tough time. And I listened to Jeremiah, and I felt better. Jay helped me get out of my depression. Jay helped me get up in the morning and drink some water and take a walk. Jay helped me calm my anxiety. Jay helped me whatever, smile, laugh, what tickled you because I did something stupid like Edna or Helmut, or maybe I even scared you a little bit with a joke or something silly, but you felt something, and somebody was like, man, you know what, like, I'm in a better place now that I watched that. And that to me is it's all I want. That's all I want, man. Like, I'm just so deeply aware of how hard life is, and it's not fair. Life is not fair. The world is not fair. And yeah, thank you, Kate. And like, if I can just help people through my stupid ramblings and whatever, feel a little better, maybe feel a little heard, a little brighter about tomorrow, then I win. Like, sorry, I go misty. No, bring it, hold it together, Maya. Hold it together, Jay. Anyway, that's what really touches me. So, yeah, that's my definition of success. So there you go. Well, thank you very much. Thanks, Jacob, Noadron, Kate, Neon Waves, JD, and Kian. Thank you very much. Yeah. And I'm glad I taught you how to play a little blackjack there, Odyssey. Again, who knows if that will somehow be useful someday. I don't know. Can't hurt, to know know a couple card games, but know how to play it well. Can't hurt. Oh my God, Caitlin. Oh my God, hi. Oh my gosh, hi, Caitlin. A big shout out to ASMR Kitten. So nice of you to swing by and say hi. You and I have kind of like been like peripheral friends for a minute. Anyway, thanks for stopping in. What did you say? Give a crowd everything they're asking for and more. Always make them laugh, try to make them cry. Always take the stage like it's the last night of your life. Yeah, Caitlin. Big time. That's kind of my philosophy. That's kind of what I go for. Binky said I can't do a shout out on YouTube, but I forget, Caitlin, do you live stream on Twitch? ASMR Kitten, if we can, let's give her a shout out on Twitch. I don't know if she live streams, but anyway, she's a friend of the channel over in the YouTube land anyway. And but that's but I really subscribe to that, Caitlin, where it's just going. Oh, you are here. There you go. We got a shout out to Caitlin. We gave you a shout out over here on Twitch. And thinking, again, it goes back to the land of, being expressive, not impressive. Not trying to look good and be cool, but just trying to connect and share and, be a positive impact. Because, geez Louise, man, I get it. Life is hard, man. Life is hard, and it's beautiful, and it's hard, and it's beautiful, and it's everything in between. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting emotional on two streams in a row. Knock it off, Jay. Nobody likes seeing you cry. Anyway. Let's see here. Yeah, it's been a big week. Yeah, we had a big week. We had a big week, everybody. It's neat passing up that milestone, the 100K milestone, And it's true, Dolores. I am just I'm a generally kind of an emotional dude. Ever since I was a kid, I've been pretty emotional. Let's see here. And sorry, no drone. Did you do anything fun this week? I feel like it was a good week. I am a big softie. It's been a steady week. This has been a steady week. Lots going on with wrapping up teaching. We're coming into the end of the school year. So wrapping up programs always involves logistics of so I always want to throw the kids big pizza parties. And thank you so much, Caitlin. Thank you very much. I know, crazy. And so, doing pizza and donut parties for the kids and giving them celebrations and and that kind of stuff. So it's been a busy week for that. I wrapped up one program on Tuesday. I wrap up another program this next Tuesday, and I started the last 4 weeks of another program yesterday. So a lot going on in the land, my land. A lot's happening in the land of work and life. But it's been a good week. No complaints. It's been a good week. It's just busy, but good busy, if that makes sense. It depends, Noah. I've done it both ways. At the moment, I'm just doing after school. However, there have been schools in the past where I've taught chess as a subject during the day. There was this one kind of semi-private school I did where I just would go in and teach chess as a subject as a guest teacher every week from 10 a.m. to 11:15 or 11:30. I would teach 2 classes, 2 45-minute classes. And there's another school that I would teach during their lunch break. So yeah, sometimes it's during the day, but usually 98% of my teaching is after school programs. Yeah. Hello, Nurse Kate, darling. You broke my body climbing Angel's Landing. Have a great stream. Well, Kate, I know that was a thing, and you did it. You did the thing. You did it. I hope, you did the thing. And, I hope it was good. I hope it was good. And I hope you had a wonderful time visiting Zion and doing that. So, big shout out, And I can't, again, I know, like probably hearing it, but again, I can't thank you enough for your unbelievable generosity. And I really, 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 really appreciate it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, last stream, that was just nuts. Monday stream was crazy. It's crazy. Well, yeah. What is my ELO neon wave? I'm about 1650. About 1650 is my ELO, my chess ELO. And what was that, Megan? Do you like real barbecue? Do I like barbecue? I adore barbecue. It's one of the best. Definitely older. Fair enough. Nurse Kate, fair enough. You did the thing, though. Way to go. Way to hang in there. And, let's see. Jacob, do I have any previous acting experience? Yes. That's why I came to LA. I came to Los Angeles as an actor to pursue acting. I did all the things. Got an agent, did showcases, joined the union, did all the things. Did a national commercial. We started a production company. We did a production. And in the end, quote unquote acting didn't work out for me. Even though I literally just paid my stupid, I shouldn't say that, they're not stupid, my dues, my SAG-AFTRA dues. I'm in the union, and as a union member, you got to pay your dues. And what's weird is it was so hard for me to get into the union. I'm not used to it at all. I've never taken advantage of any benefit the union provides me. But I keep paying it because it was such a pain to get in. And I don't want to lose my union status, even though it's done nothing for me. And in fact, during the pandemic, my wife and I actually donated to the fund to help actors. Anyway, yeah, it's fine, whatever. But yeah. About love to everybody that made Monday special. Big shout out, man. Big shout out to everybody that came on Monday and was so generous and so kind. Everybody, you and Binky, Megan and Binky, and everybody, my God. It was just, it was overwhelming. It was an overwhelming, that was crazy. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. When I think of you, I always think of the show. A series of unfortunate events, the Beaudelet children. I've watched this, very good. Yeah, it's interesting, starring Neil Patrick Harris as, there's that one. And then there's the one with Jude Law and Jim Carrey. Both are actually good, I believe. Miku Love, just a question. Do I believe in spirits? Well, God, yes and no. It's so funny. Yes and no. I'll tell you this. I'm like Fox Mulder from what was that show? The X-Files. I wanna believe. Okay? I wanna believe. Do I believe? Kind of. I wanna believe. That answers your question. Ew, Kian, gross. Shouldn't do that. It's not good mayo, my friend. I happen to love mayo. But I like it on sandwiches. But no, it shouldn't do that. That's not good. I would not eat that. That's not healthy. Best theatrical piece. In the theater? Ever made? Jeez Louise, I don't know, like... I don't know. So many great ones. I couldn't answer that question. I don't know. It really depends on your mood. Like sometimes you want something that's like flippant and fun, right? Like you want like Cats or The Phantom of the Opera, which in spite of being everybody, you know, theater people like, The Phantom of the Opera, it's like not even like real. Oh my god, like that's like, ew. It's not even like real theater. F you. I loved it. The Phantom of the Opera was the first Broadway production that I had ever seen. I was 14 or 15. And I had never been to I'd been like a play, like a school play before, but I had never been to like a Broadway show. And this was a traveling company that came through Cincinnati. So I was living back when I was in Dayton, Ohio. And Hamilton was great, by the way. And my dad gets the family tickets. And I remember I didn't know what to expect. I remember we dressed up. I remember I put on a suit, and I put on I had like a cool like long jacket that I thought was very fancy. You know, I felt very fancy. Put on my nice shoes, and we drove down to Cincinnati. You know, and it's a beautiful theater. I forget the theater that we went to, but it was this gorgeous theater. You know, you walked in and it was ornate. It was very Victorian and marble and it felt grand. And even though The Phantom of the Opera is not the opera, to me it was like going to the opera as a 14-year-old. And I remember going to The Phantom of the Opera, and we were in the first loge, so like the first level up, right? Not on the ground floor. And I don't know if any of you have seen The Phantom of the Opera, but it opens up, it's very dark. And there's like this like old woman or something, or an old man coming out onto the stage. And I forget exactly what happens, but then there's this thing happens, click, and there's this whoosh, and this big thing swoops out over the audience, you know, this big heavy thing like swoops out over the audience, and then the stage lights up, and it becomes The Phantom of the Opera, and the music, and I fell in love. I was just, the whole time, I was just tickled. I thought it was just beautiful, and I liked it so much. My dad was like, "Do you want to go again?" And I was like, "Oh my God, can we?" And he was like, "Okay." So he bought us tickets the next weekend, and I got to go again, and it was just as great to me the second time. I was just like, wow. And yeah, so some people kind of like poo-poo Andrew Lloyd Webber for being, you know, like whatever, kind of bubblegummy. But it introduced me to theater in a way that I loved, you know? I still have a soft spot. I don't think that Phantom of the Opera is the greatest thing ever, but I have a deep soft spot for it. Even Cats. I've seen Cats like 3 times. I've seen The Phantom 3 times. Once on Broadway in New York, which honestly was not as good as the traveling show that I saw when I was in Cincinnati. The traveling group did a better production than the Broadway production that I saw in New York City. Swear. Not even kidding. So I don't know what my favorite is. I don't know. But The Phantom will always hold a weird soft spot in my heart. So there you go. Lewis White Max Shadow. I'm doing great. Thank you very much for asking. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. The Cask of Amontillado. Thank you, SS Dupay. Hello, Linda, darling. Thank you for joining us. I love the Cask of Amontillado. An amazing story. I've read that because we did the dual language audio version book. We did that and The Telltale Heart and The Raven. We did all three in dual language. So I've read the Cask of Amontillado like 30 times. And this is great. This is a great story. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really enjoy that story as well. Beetlejuice the musical. Never seen it. Hope it's good. Miku, I see good and evil spirits that man is identified and describe them. Good for you, Miku. That's interesting. Hope that's working out for you. You got to take off for Lola. You got college. Lola, may thank you, darling, so much for joining us. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, and go get some great studying and all those things. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us, Lola May. Yes, Jacob. Favorite sports? Football, rugby, specifically rugby sevens. Football, rugby, golf. What else do I like watching on TV? I like going to baseball games. Don't really like watching baseball on TV. I used to play hockey. I played JV and varsity ice hockey in high school. So, yeah, love sports. What country will I visit next? Well, I don't know. What country will I visit next? Australia? Sweden? Ireland? I have no idea. No idea. We'll find out. When you went to Italy, did you see any people playing bocce ball? Dupay, as Didi, I don't remember seeing like the old men playing bocce ball. I don't recall seeing it, but I wasn't looking for that. Keep in mind, the last time I was in Italy, well, the first time I was in Italy was 1997. And the last time I was in Italy was like summer of 2001 or 2002. So either summer of 2001 or summer of 2002 was the last time I was in Italy. So I don't recall seeing bocce ball, but what are you going to do? To allow for the tush push to remain legal. It is still allowed. Good. It should be allowed. Good for Jason Kelsey. Why would they get rid of the tush push? It's a legitimate play. That's stupid. Good for Jason Kelsey. Take care, Jacob. Pleasure, mate. Have a wonderful afternoon. Baseball team. I guess I'm a Dodgers fan, but I'm not like a diehard Dodgers fan by any means. My mother-in-law, my wife's mom, their family is like hardcore LA Dodgers and Lakers. So I'm kind of like by default, just because they love the Dodgers so much and the Lakers so much, and I don't really care about baseball and basketball, so I'm like, whatever. I'll root for the Lakers. I'll root for the Dodgers, but I don't really care. Yeah. I ring for my dad in his retirement bocce league. That's hilarious. You're a ringer in a bocce league. Looks like a fun game. Alfie, next Edna mode. I don't know. Next week or the week after. I don't know. We'll see. Take care, Kian. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. And Mobo, what's up? The Cheese Man. What's up, Cheese Man? From Atlantis. I wish. Thank you, Maya. Appreciate that. Au revoir, Lola May. Gotta get going. Take care, Kian. How many colors do they use in bocce ball? No idea. I will never go to Australia. This country is not made for me with all the insects there is. Oh, amen to that, Miku. Australia's crazy. Australia's an amazing place. Do you know that Australia has like all of the top 10 deadliest animals or something? Maybe there's like 1 or 2, but like the other 8 out of 10 are all living in Australia. Like, Australia's gnarly, man. It's a wild place. Yeah, no joke. But I freaking love Australian people. I've said this before, dude. I don't think I've ever met an Australian I didn't like. Like, seriously, I don't know if I've ever met one that I wasn't like, I'd kick it with that person. I would totally go kick it with that person. Or I'd absolutely go drinking with that person. Aussies are just fun, man. Aussies are fun people. Maybe they're just fun because everything can sting, bite, wrap you up. Like, because everything can kill you, it makes you tougher. So they're just kind of like, it's alright, mate. You know, like, whatever, you know? They don't have any real problems. It's like, are you alive? If you're alive, great. You know, another day above water. Congrats on that. And they have all the bugs. This is very true. You prefer to live in Greenland? Oh no, darling, I'd much rather go to Australia. An Aussie could get me to do a shoey. Wait, Caitlin, darling, what's a shoey? Again, love me some Aussies. I have a deep shoey. An Aussie get me to do a showy? What's this? Okay, is this? I feel like I need to know what this is. What's a showy? Like show and tell? What are we talking about? Shh! You mean twat! Get out! That's Charlotte. Get out! No! Piss off! That was so rude. Rude. Oh, sorry about that, people. That just got me in the ear. Oof! That must have been shocking to you all. Ugh. Sorry about that. Dogs. Oh, a shotgun, a beer out of a shoe. And also could get me to do a shoey. Oh. Nice. Would I do a shoey with an Aussie? I'd do a shoey with an Aussie. I would too, Caitlin. Because they'd ask with that big smiling face, and you'd just be like, oh, God, you know, come on, what's the problem? Might as well, right? When in Rome and all that. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, team. Yeah, sometimes those dogs, you know, Lucy is being a goose, and I apologize. Usually she's chill. Every now and again, she'll have a little, a little jump scare for you, just to make sure you're alive and well, and it's not cool. I'm not trying to do that too. I mean that. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. That was uncalled for. The problem was we're all just chilling in like calm mode, and then she's like, meow. My sincere apologies. Well, without further ado, since I have labeled this stream as a gambling stream, even though Twitch, if you're listening and watching, this is not a gambling stream, Twitch. There's no money involved. It's just fake. It's a fugazi. It's not real money. Whatever, I still labeled it. Okay, because her name's Lucy, the loose goose, the loosest of all the gooses. The loose goose, the gray goose, the spruce moose, the goose goose. Alright, so we're going to do blackjack here in a moment. If you would like to participate on a little bit of live blackjack, come over here to Twitch. If you just want to watch, stay on YouTube. But if you want to participate, you need to come over here to the land of Twitch, where there's like way less delay. Okay? Okay. So yeah, intended for certain audiences. So I guess, yeah, so my gambling warning has, whatever, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. I have less people watching than usual, so maybe it matters. Whatever. Alright, team. But let's do a bit of live blackjack here, and I'll be right back. So I'll be right back in like, give me 2 minutes, maybe less. Come here, you. One more camera needs to be turned on. That's this camera. Come here, pumpkin. There we go. And there we go. There we go. Okay, let's dim this down by 2. There we go. Stop that down, and this needs to go down here a tickle more so I can see 1, 2, and I should bring this over. This. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. Card levels. There we are. And that looks good. That's there. So that should be about there. And let's make sure that everything looks kosher. Put my guitar away. Don't need that right now, darling. Please don't bang in anything. Thank you. And let's see how this looks. Okay, looks about right. That looks about right. Okay, I think we're good to go. And Sean says the Joker's real name is Jack Napier. Oh, didn't know that. Well, there you go. That's why I don't have it. I don't know how to use it. Wait, what? There you go. I don't have Twitch. Oh, well, there you go. Okay, anyway, team. Welcome, everybody. It's almost a bit too dark. That's rare. I have to brighten this up a tickle. Let's go the other way. There we go. Stop it up a little bit. Interesting. I wonder why that was the case. So today is a new day. Big winner last week was Red Plays. Red Plays, you came up with a $2,320 victory, almost breaking the record there. But today is a new day. Today is the 22nd of May. 5, 22, 25. Let's see who is going to be the victor. And I need to shuffle these from when I did my last Blackjack video. Yum. So I'll give these a quick shuffle. While we get everybody ready to rock and roll. Everybody getting ready to rock and roll. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, a wonderful Thursday afternoon. I appreciate you all being here very, very much. Last one. There we go. And of course, mix and match. And mix and match. And last but not least, we have to cut the deck. I'm just going to run my card over this until I see somebody write the word stop in Twitch. Where are we cutting the deck from? Until somebody says the word stop. There we go. Okay, we're going to thin cut. And there we go. Goes like so. Thank you, Clappy. And let's see if I can put this in one motion and one break. Get in there, you. Yes. Nice. Oh, come on. Don't be rude. Thank you. Okay. And this will go right about there. Okay. All right. So, let's see who our first players are. As a reminder, everybody gets 300 in fake chips. Twitch. This is not real money. These are fake chips. So everybody starts off with a couple hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then some $25 chips. So that makes 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes 300. And 300. And 300. Alright, everybody has 300 in chips. And the first 3 players are going to be... Let's see. Survey says... Nice. Thanks, Pinky. I'll do that. I will absolutely do that, and reach out to Twitch and see if they can make sure I remove any oh, take out the word dog. Okay, right. Credits. So you have 300 in fake credits. Right. It's not $300. It's you have 300 chits. Let's just call them chits. You have 300 chits. All right. All right. Yeah. First up, the Villager Boy, Noah Drone, and Darkest Claptrap. Villager Boy, Noah Drone, Noah Droney, and Claptrap. All right. All right. So action is to the boy. Boy, what would you care to wager? 75 out of the gate. 75 to the boy. And Noah Drone. What is your wager, Squire? How are you going to kick us off here, Noah, with a hundo? Noah kicks in with a hundo. And Clapsy. Clapsy, what's your opening wager? What's your opening wager, Clapsy? One hundo, you got it. And redeem. Thank you, Megan. Much appreciated. And best of luck. Here we go. And we start off with a 10, 8, 6, got a 13, 18, 8 versus a 4. Great bust card for everybody. Action to the boy. The book says stand against a 4 with your 13. What do you want to do, Villager Boy? You're going to take the book and you're going to stand. 18's an automatic stand. 8, you could, against a 4, you just hit. Let me grab my cheat sheet just to make sure I don't tell you guys the wrong things. Just make sure I don't spread false information. I got most of this memorized, but there are always a few weird circumstances where I'm like, wait, what does the book say to do? Okay, so, Clapsy. The book, I'm sure it gets at F8. There's no way to double down. No, 8 always hits no matter what. 9 doubles down against 3, 4, 5, or 6. 10 doubles down against everything but a 10 or an ace. Okay, but 8's never double down. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're just going to hit then. All right, hit 8 becomes 8. 19, you're going to stand on 19. And we have a 9 ourselves, and an 18 goes away. So that is a win. That's 100 right there. That's a push. And unfortunately, we lose 75 over here to the boy. All right, and round 2. Fight. Actions back to the boy. What is your wager? Back to a hundo. All right. And to Noah Drone. Let it out. So I was going to let it ride. And Clapsy's going to go for 200 this time. All right. Here we go, team. Good luck, everybody. And we get a 10, 7, 10, 12, 15, 21. Very nice. Versus our 10. And okay, no blackjack. Play on. Villager Boy, 12 against a 10. Book says hit, of course. What would you care to do? Yeah, we're going to hit that. No monkey, no monkey. And the monkey came out. Action's over to Noah Drone. You got a 15 against a 10. Book says hit. What do you want to do? I'm going to hit it. Keep it 6 or less. Keep it little. Keep it little. Oof, too much. Too much. And that's an automatic win because I had a 15. All right, so that's 200 plus 100 on the back end. Excellent job to the Claptrap. And final round, team. Fight. Actions back to the boy. Okay. 50 to the boy. And so we're going to split this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 50. 75 back. And Noah Drone. Hundo. And Clapsy. 300. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, Clapsy. clapsy. You should win no matter what, I think. Win or lose, the clap should take this one down. 3, 6, 10, and 11. Ooh, that's a fun one. 9 and 12 versus a 10. And we do not have 21. 11, you know what to do. You know what to do, the boy. You know what to do, boy. Do it. Do it. Double, of course. Thank you, Squire. Thank you very much. And, oof, not quite what we wanted to see. But we have a 9 here to the drone. What you want to do? What you want to do here? You got a 9. Double down? All right, why not? We're just going big. Ace, 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 ace. Do it. Oh, hey, not a terrible hand, though. 17. Clap trap, you got a 12. Turn to their clapsy. Just gonna hit that 12, and we get a bust. Okay, so lost. And in the end, 20. So everybody loses, which means clapsy with a total of $400 takes the lead. $400, 100. I shouldn't say $400. 400 credits. You got 400 in credits. Bravo to the claptrap. Nicely played. Nicely done, Clapsy. Bravo, bravo, bravo. All right, and we're going to have 3 new players. The 3 new players are going to be... 3 new players are going to be... Rock Lobster. Rock Lobster. Fallout, Neon Waves, and Cat Librarian. It's hard not to say that word, darling, when I'm just like so used to saying it is all I'm saying. But you're not wrong. 1 Fallout, 1 Neon Waves, and Cat Librarian. Fallout. Neon Waves, bonsoir. Bonsoir, Monsieur Waves, Neon Waves, and Cat Librarian. Alright. Actions to Fallout. Fallout. You have 300 in chips. 300 chips, chits, and chips. Fallout's going for $1.25. Yeah, greens are 25, reds are 100. These are blue chips down here. These are 10s. Okay, so 10s, 25s are the greens, and reds are 100s. So $1.25 to Fallout. Monsieur Neon Waves. 50 credits, mon ami. De rien. D'accord. In Calabrian, it's 100 credits. 10. 8. 20. 14. 8. 19. Versus an 8. Okay, good hands for most people. Sorry about that, Neon. Tough hand. Okay, 20 is an automatic stand. 14 versus an 8. Book says hit. What do you want to do there, Neon? Mon frère. What do you say, mon frère? Monsieur Waves. You want to hit? Okay, monsieur. Keep it 7 or less, 7 or less. Oof, too much. Too much. Mon cœur, too much. And a 19. Cat, I assume you're standing on a 19. I mean, just verify that, Cat, you are indeed standing on a soft 19. Yeah, there we go. Just making sure. And we have 18, so there you go. So win-win. Okay, so 100 over here and 125 to the Fallout. All right, crew. Round 2. Fight. Actions back to Fallout. Your wages, Squire. No, I'm doing my best there, Binks. That's all we can do, you know. I'm doing my best. $1.50. You got it, Fallout. $1.50 to the Fallout. And actions over to Neon Waves. To the wave. What is your wager, Monsieur Neon Waves? How many credits do you wish to wager? 100 to the wave. And Cat, darling. 150. Yes, 150. Excellent. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. And 8. 20. 12 versus a jack versus a 10. All right. 15. Actions back to fall out. You got a 15, darling. Against a jack. Hit or stand. Hit. Let's get a 6 or less. Ooh, there we go. That's a 19. We're going to stand on that. 20 is a stand. Cat, 12. You got 12 against a 10. What you going to do there, cat? You're going to hit. Come on. No monkey. No monkey. Oh, okay. 19. That's what I wanted to see. And we have 19. So that is a push. That's a win in the middle to the wave. And is that a push? 15, 16, 18. So pushes on the outside. Okay. Last round. Fight. Last round. Fight. Actions to Fallout. Ship it all in. You got to follow. Here we go. That's 300, 425. All in at 425. How about you, Neon? All in, same. So 1, 2, 300, 350, 425, 350, and Madam Cat. We have a safer play, not going all in, leaving 200 back. Let's see what happens. Who shall win? We'll get a 4, 9, 8, 14, 20, 18 versus an 8. Okay. Fallout 14 versus an 8. What would you care to do? We're going to stand over there. And, wait. Fallout is going to stand. Wow, that's a ballsy stand. Okay, well, whatever. Fair enough. I assume everybody else is standing. Cat, Neon, everybody stand. Just want to make sure. Visual, stand. Yep. Cat, stand. Okay, good. Just want to make sure. Okay, here we go. And we have a 19. Okay, interesting. So we did lose over here to Cat. But Neon, you're making a charge here, bro. Neon came back, and I think with that, plus this, it looks like on the last hand, Neon pulled ahead. He did. So that's 700 in chips. Congratulations to Neon. 700 in chips. You more than doubled up. And that will take down victory to our friend across the pond, Monsieur Neon Waves. Très bien, mon frère. Très bien. And yes, people over on YouTube, I saw the thing doing it as Helmut or whatever. I could do a thing as Helmut. Sure. I mean, I could. So if I just do, just for that, I'll switch into a German accent for a couple hands, and we'll play as Helmut. Because who doesn't enjoy a good Helmut? And, Helmut is, of course, a delightful character, but it is tricky. It's difficult to keep track of multiple streams going on at once, and all the comments happening as I'm playing, trying to track all of the hands. But we'll try to play 1 or 2 rounds as Helmut. Okay, just for you. All right. So round 3 is going to go to who are our players in round 3. We have Alron second, Linda Levine, and Dolores Braveheart. Alron second. Alron second. Und Linda. Und Dolores. Dolores Braveheart. Ausgezeichnet. Okay. Alron, what would you care to wager for your first bet? Actions to Alron. There's Alron here, darling. We're skipping Owlron going once. Owlron going twice. Gone. Okay, Binky darling, who is replacing Owlron second? Owlron second is no longer responding. They are booted from the queue. Who's next? Lewis White Max Shadow. Are you here, Lewis? Actions to Lewis. Are you here, darling? Lewis. Lewis, you have 300 in chips. What is your wager, darling? What would you care to wager? 100 to Lewis. Very good. And Linda Levine. Linda, what would you care to wager? 250 flat flakes. I like that. I like that very much. 250 flat flakes it is. And last but not least, Dolores. Dolores Braveheart, what would you care to wager? Guten Abend, Miku. Schlaf gut. Sweet dreams, darling. Very good, very good, very good. Here we are, 3 players with a 3, 7, 3, 13, 17, 6 versus my 5. Okay, very good. Now, in this case, Lewis, 13 versus a 5, the book just says to stand. What would you care to do, Lewis? You're going to hit. 13 hits and gets a bust. Okay. Actions over to Linda. You have a 17 versus a 5. Book, of course, says stand. What would you care to do, Linda? Stand, very good. And Dolores, 3s against the 5. I think you split. What do we do with the sleeves? Yeah, you split 3s in a 2 through 6. So you're supposed to split, but you don't have to. What do you want to do? The book says split. What do you want to do, Dolores? They say to split 3s against 2 through 6, not against 7, 8, 9, 10, or ace. Okay, we'll split. Okay, because 5's a major bust card for me. That's why. Okay, all right. 2 hands now. 3 becomes a 7. 7, of course, becomes a 18. Stand. 3 hits and becomes a 9. 9 hits and becomes an 18. Stand. We have 15 hits, 17. So we win here twice. 18, 18, very good. And we push in the middle. So congratulations on your hands. And round 2, fight, everybody. What is your wager, Lewis? 100, very good. And Linda, what is your wager for round 2? Hola, Batman. Lovely to have you join us, darling. The rest -10. Shh, stupid dog. Who's here? Go away. What do you need? What do you want? Go away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So all in minus that's going to be 250, 60, 70, 80, 90. 290 minus 10 in the back. And Dolores, what is your wager round 2? 200, very good. 200 for Dolores. Best of luck, everyone. We have a 2, 8, 6, 9, 11, 9 versus my 6. Another great card for everybody. So in this case, 9 against a 6. Book says double down. Lewis, what do you care to do, darling? What's the book says to double down? A 9 versus a 6. What would you care to do? Just hit. Okay, now doubling down, just hit. 9 becomes a 11. 11's going to hit, obviously. And 11 becomes a 15. Okay, so now you've got 15 versus a 6. What would you care to do now, Lewis? Stand, very good. You would, of course, double down Linda normally, but you don't have enough to double down, so you simply hit. And now you have a 17. Linda, I'm assuming you're standing on 17. Well, Batman, that's very generous of you to join our little live stream. Keeping you away from saving Gotham and all those things. Well, nice of you to join us. Dolores, again, the book says double down, like it's 9 against a 6, but Dolores, what do you want to do? What do you want to do, Dolores? You want to hit that 9, or you just want to double down? What do you want to do? Now, obviously, yes, they're just switching to the Joker because we have Batman with us. So if Batman's here, who am I to not talk to Batman? That just seems rude and unusual. 9, 11 becomes 12. It's not going to handle. Let's see what happens. 6 turns into a 13. 13 hits and becomes a bust, so everybody wins. See, that's what's supposed to happen right there. So nice job with the double down. Look at all that money. Even Linda's coming up roses today. Look at this. 200. 25. And another 25. Ooh, another 25. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those. And that makes a little hand right there to the Great Dane. And 100 goes to our friend over here, Mr. Lewis. Okay, a lot of chips now. Now, last round. How do you want to play? How are we going to play this? Are you going to play like cowards? Are you going to play like cowards? Are you going to actually, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. 200, alright. Done. And, Linda, what are you going to do? How are you going to play your last hand here? 10, really, 10 chips. Well, you're embarrassing me, but I'm going to do it because I like you. Yeah, action's over to Dolores. I'm just teasing, Linda. I'm teasing. Dolores, what do you care to wager on your last hand? Oh, Katarina, thank you very much for coming and hanging out and joining us. I really, really appreciate it. Sweet dreams and sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite and all that. Going all in. Dolores. Ooh, you are going after. You're making it wiggle. Okay, I see what you're doing there. You can give me the heebie-jeebies. 9, ace, 8, 11, 21, 18, versus a king. Oh, I do not have Blackjack until we have an 11. Now, 11 always says double down. You don't quite have enough, but I'll give you one more card if you want to throw it on. No, it just says hit. It doesn't want to double and hits and gets a 15. Okay, Lewis, you got a 15 there, buddy. What do you want to do? And, Sammy, I don't actually have the chats connected. I have to have 2 screens up. One screen over here and one screen over there. One screen. This screen is my YouTube screen, and it's showing me the chat over here. This one over here shows me my Twitch stream chat, so I gotta monitor both from different screens, and each screen is about 8 feet away, so I gotta make it big. Alright, there we go. That's an automatic win over here for Linda. Dolores, you got an 18. I assume you're gonna stand, but, I don't want to put words in your mouth. In fact, Dolores, I would not put anything in your mouth that you did not want. What would you care to do? You're gonna stand. That's a good idea. I probably would have stood too. And you get a push. That's it. Push right there. And we get a... There we go. I'm just going to throw it out there because whatever. And that's an 18. That's a loss over here. So it looks like... Let's see what happened. Where'd we finish? Okay. I would have bet higher, Linda, too. But that's, you did. We all did what we did, didn't we? And let's see. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 100. 2, 3, 4, 500. That's 610. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, Dolores Braveheart with 900 and the high hand of the day. Dolores takes down a winner. Nice job, Dolores. Nice job. 900 takes it down. Big score of the day so far. I've had 400, 700, and 900. Hopefully the next round will be even bigger. Well, that's what she said. Okay, so let's go this, let's go that, let's do this, and let's do that. Now let's get 3 new players, and we're going to find out who is made of the right stuff. I'm curious over there. Batman has the balls. Does Batman have the stones to come over to this side and play a little blackjack? My guess is no. I bet Batman is gonna go flitter off somewhere to Gotham, which is just lame. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It's possible. We'll find out. Let's see what kind of man Batman is. So, in the next round, we have Finn, Camilla Rosie, and Carlo Miguel. Welcome, everybody. Finn. Hello, Finn. And Camilla Rose. Camilla. Hello, Camilla Rose. This is Rosie. And Carlo Miguel. Carlo Miguel. Hola, Carlo Miguel. 512. Lovely to have you with us. So, action is... I just got booted for a bad connection. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Well, like I said, Lewis will find out. Okay, 100. Okay, we got 100 here. We got 100 here. And what about Carlo? No, we got 100 from Carlo. That's wrong. Carlo, this one over here. And Finn and Camilla Rose. Camilla, darling, what is your wager? Camilla, what is your wager? Is Camilla not here? You know, Flint Tech, a little bit of both. A little bit of both. I enjoy dealing and, I guess it's manly, but I stole that. I stole the whole manly, ASMR from our friend. Blanking on his name right now. He's an Israeli guy. What's his name? Anyway, I stole Echo. Thank you, Binky. Yes. And yeah, Camilla Rose. Are you here, Camilla Rosie? Stole the whole manly thing from Echo ASMR. But don't you worry. I asked. I was very polite. I said, hey, do you mind if I steal your title of manly ASMR? Because I thought it was funny. And he said, absolutely, please use it. So I did. Looks like Camilla is not here. Let's get rid of that. That's a dud. And Binky is going to be Bekinda Buffle. Bekinda Buffle, are you here? Bekinda Buffle. Bekinda Buffle, are you here? Whoever that is. Am I saying your name right? That's a weird name. Oh, they are here. $1.50. Nice. Bekinda Buffle. What a name. What is that? Beukende. Buffalo, whatever. That's quite the name. Ramming Buffalo in Dutch. Wow. Ramming Buffalo in Dutch. Estamos en empresa. Call me impressed, okay, Bukenda? I like it. I like how you roll. I like your style. I like how you come out of the $1.50. Right, here we go. 3 players, everybody. Finally, let's get this party started. But still, no Batman. With a coward like that, what are the odds? Vigilante. I hope he goes back and goes and cries to Miss Moneypenny or whoever his little butler's manservant is. Ooh, I got a 6. Nice. And we got an ace. Ooh, and an 8. Cool, 10. And I got a 17. 21. Ooh, 20. Ooh, and 5 for me. Now, this, of course, is a terrible card. So, what do you do with a soft 17 versus a 5? What's the book say to do? Soft 17. It's crazy. It says a double down against a 5. I don't know. You're going to do whatever you want to do. What do you want to do there, Finn? Book says a double down against a 5. You can hit, you can stand. What do you want to do? Finn, you're going to double down. You take the book. Let's go. Come on, manly. We're going to call this manly ASMR, not ASMR for wusses. And, oof. Now you got a hard 17. That's what she said. You're going to stand on that. 21's an automatic win. 20's an automatic stand. Okay, here we go. I got a 9. 9 becomes a 16. 16 becomes a 19. Well, that's very rude. That's a rude right there. You should have won that. I stole it from you. But that's a win over here. So that's a winner winner chicken dinner. That's a $1.50. That's a 150 right there. 150. And then you get a 75 back because you got the blackjack. Good job. Good job. Well done. Well done, everybody. You're getting me all kerfluffled. You're getting me all excited. Look at this. Look at this. All right, Finn, back to you. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Come on, Finn. Should have won that hand. That was bad luck right there. What are you going to do there, Finn? What are we going to do here, Finn? Well, Lewis says, oh, it is a pleasure. You got 100 left here, Finn Rooski. You got 100 left. Okay. And Finn 50 then. Very good. Come on, good luck to the Finn. 225 for the Charging Buffalo. All right, 225 for the Charging Buffalo. I like it. Buffalo be charging. Let's go, Buffalo. We get a 5. The Buffalo gets a 7. And then we get a 7. Ooh, 7's all around. 13, 12, 17. Ew. Versus a 5. Another great card, though, for everybody. Ironically, the book says stand, everybody. Let's see what y'all do. Finn, you got a 13 versus a 5. What you want to do? What you want to do? Book says stand. We're going to stand. Stand and stand. Okay, this should bust. I'm supposed to bust here. Well, 11 is not good for anybody. Let's see what happens. That's not a good card. 16 is a very good card for you right now. I should bust. I should bust. Should not bust. See, then you get a 21 just like that. That's mean. That is just cruel. Unusual punishment. But that is the way the cookie crumbles, my friends. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes the dealer draws out a 5, 6, and 5, 5. What are you gonna do? The count just went up. Back to Finn. What do you want to do there, cowboy? Check out the big balls on Finn, going all in for 50. All right. How about the Charging Buffalo? What do I want to do, Buffalo? 200 over here. You got Carl and all in there. We go. The Buffalo goes all in. How much we got here? 100, 200, 300. All right, 300 on the table. Here we go. Let's see what happens. We get a deuce. We get a 10. We got a deuce. Oh, now we get a 11, 20, 13 versus my 6, 5, 5, and 6. We'll see what happens. Normally, of course, you double down, but you can't. So we're just going to hit, and hit gets you a 20. You're going to stand on a 20. 20 is an automatic stand. And Carlo Miguel, you got a 13 versus a 6. What would you care to do? The book just says hit. Right, ace, deuce. No, it actually says, that's hilarious. It actually says double down against a 5 or a 6. But let's just hit it anyway, see what happens. And you got a soft 17. You want to do a soft 17 there, Carlo. What's your gut tell you? What do you feel in your huevos? What are your huevos telling you to do there, Carlo? You're going to stand. All right, standing on soft 17. I got a 14 myself. 14 hits and becomes a 20. Sorry, Carlo, it wasn't in the cards for you today, buddy. That is a push. And that is also a push. That's wild. But that does mean, in the end, our friend and mine, the Bukenda Buffalo, the Charging Buffalo, wins with a short stack of 300 with the same amount they came in with. Nonetheless, you didn't lose any money. So congratulations to the Buffalo. The Dutch Charging Buffalo. I like that name. The Dutch Charging Buffalo. Next round. Fair enough, Sean. I mean, you might be right. You might be right. Alright, so we have what's going on here. We have another round. Survey says Claptrap, Beso, and Jacob. Claptrap, Beso. Kisses back to you, Beso 25, and Jacob 56526262. Jacob 526262. All right. Collapsy. Let's run this back. Collapsy, what do you want to wager there? What do you want to wager there, Collapse? What do you feel like? Are you feeling super lucky? What are you feeling like there, Collapse? I'm going for 100. All right. Collapsy in for 100. And Beso. Beso in for 100. 100 to the kiss. And you're welcome, Levi. My pleasure, Levi. Thank you very much. And Jacob. Jacob's ladder is 100. Okay, 100 to the ladder. And we get a 10, 9, 8. Oh, 7. That's close. And we get a Jiggity's 20, 19, 16 versus an ace. Ooh, first ace of the day. Would anybody care to purchase insurance? Insurance going once. Insurance going twice. Just the one insurance, two insurances. No insurance in the middle. Okay, so this is going to be insurance right there and insurance right there. And I got it. So what that means is everybody breaks even. Yeah, I'm going to give everybody their money back because it's the same thing. Because otherwise, here's what happens when you do insurance. These all lose, like so. But this pays out 2 to 1. So you put in 50 and you win back 100. So in the end, you break even. So good for you. You all broke even, except for our friend in the middle, Beso. Unlucky kisses. Unlucky kisses. But, actions back to the clap. What is your wager? And yes, Sean is correct. Generally speaking, you don't take the insurance as a losing proposition. But in this case, it worked out. You never know. 100, and Jacob. Everybody's betting 100. Okay, good luck, everybody. And we get a 5, deuce, 10, 20, 15, 12, 21. Very nice. Versus my 5. Okay, Collapsy. 15 against a 5. Book says stand, of course. What do you want to do, Collapse? You're going to stand. 12, even Beso against a 5. Book says stand. But what do you want to do? Trying to do their Beso. You want to hit or stand? You can really go either way. I'm going to stand. And 21's a win. So we have a 13. And we have 21. So these do lose. This does win, though, even though I got there eventually. But the blackjack still holds, so we get that 150 back. But that happens. What are you going to do? Don't hate the game, not the player, son. All right, last hand. Are we ready? Last hand goes to the Claps. What's your wager there, Clapsy? What is your wager? All into the clap for 200 and a Beso. What are we doing there, Kisses? You got 100 left. Beso all in for 100 and Jakob, you got 450. Well, Jakob's going for the win. That's basically a guaranteed win. That's what I would have done, Jakob. And again, 8, 10, 5, 13, 15 versus a 5. Book says stand for everybody. Let me see what y'all want to do. Actions back to the Claps. What do you want to do? 13 versus a 5. Stand. Stand. Jacob. Got a 15. Jacob hits, doesn't care, throwing caution to the wind. 17. Nice, Jacob. And we have a 15 or so, and 15 becomes a 17. So in the end, push, loss, loss. Well done. And so that means, Jacob, you have 450, right? No, 475. 450. Good job, Jacob. Taking down 450 in fake chips. Well, the chips are real. There's no actual domination. All right, good job to Jacob. Bravo. Bravo, Jacob. Nice. Okay, next round of players goes to Linda, Gurjit, and Kiki. And Linda, Gurjit, and Kiki. Good to see you, Kiki, 8913. All right, Linda, Gurjat, and Kiki. So, let's see here. Take that away. That goes there. And one more of those there, and two more of those right there. We got two of those here. And it was four of these here. There you go. And Linda goes in for 200. Okay, 200 to the Dane. Can't win money even on the fake blackjack. I feel you, Beso. I feel your pain. I feel your pain, Chief. Gurjat, what's your wager there, buddy? Gurjat, you hear there? Gurjat, you gotta be quicker, buddy. Gurjat going once. Gurjat going twice. Gurjat, we'll see you on the flip side. Who's coming up next there, Binks? Gurjat is not live right now. Who's next? Jasper, 81. Jasper, you hear? Gotta be snippy, damn right, Bama Marine. Can't take no guff from these little punks, little whippersnappers. Jasper 81 in town. $1.50 to Jasper. All right, let me get rid of Gurjat. Au revoir. And we got Jasper 81. All right, Jasper 81 with $1.50. All right, good job, Jasper. Good job, Jasper. Here we go. Here we go. 3 players. Best of luck, everyone. Oopsies, go back to me. Here, and there. And we have a deuce tray for 2, 3, 4, 12, 13, 9 versus a 10. All right, and 12 against a 10. Actions back to Linda. What do you want to do there, Linda? Linda's going to hit that 12. 12 becomes, oh, man, unlucky with that monkey. And Jasper, you got 13 versus a 10. We're going to hit. And again, unlucky. And we're going to hit that 9. 9. There's the little card that everybody wanted. But now you got a 13. Not the card you wanted. 13 versus a 10. Hit. Alright, Kiki. 15 versus a 10. What would you care to do, geeks? All right, keep it a little, keep it a little, keep it a little, keep it. Oh, that's not what you wanted. You were right. Maybe you should have stood. Maybe you should have stood there and busted out. I had a 16, so I was probably going to bust. But how could you have known that? Is the problem. Nobody could have known that. Life happens. Okay. Here we go. And Brett Morgan. Yes, we did get. I got a strike on Twitch. Somebody complained, said I was gambling, but it's not real money. And thank you, Danisco. I very much appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. And last round, Linda. Ours is round 2. No, this is round 3. Linda, what's your wager? All in, all right, all in for that. And what about you, Jasper? If anybody wants to play, they can play another game. And if they don't, we'll just go back and we'll close out with normal, good old-fashioned chitty-chatting. Yeah, I got a 7, 10, 6, 17, 17, 11 versus a 5. Everybody's going to stand. You normally would double down, Kiki, but you can't, so you're just going to hit that 11. Now you got a 17. Everybody's going to stand on 17. Let's see what happens. We get a 9. 9 comes an 18. Everybody loses, except for Jasper, 81. Jasper, you're still alive. I think it is round 2. So, Jasper, you have $50 left in chips. You and me, cowboy. Jasper, what's your wager? And Linda, this is why I don't gamble in real life. For this reason. 10. 14 versus my 9. Jasper. Hit. And bust. And that is the way the cookie crumbles. So, if we have no more players in the queue, I will head back up. Does anybody else want to play? Anybody want to play going once? Anybody want to play going twice? So maybe some people want to play? Got him. There we go. Lewis is back. And okay, there we go. What do we got here, Binky? We got somebody. We got 3. Look, come in. Okay, there we go. There we go. Everybody jump back in. Okay, that's what we needed. You get 300 in fake chips. 300 in fake chips. And the order of players is going to be... Yes, darling? Are you bringing me a IPA? You son of a bitch, she is. Ah, that's a wife right there. That's a wife right there. What do we got? What do we got?
Green or red?
Huh?
Green or red?
Green or red? Green. What is this? What is this? Oh, a Mexican mule. So I bought these from Costco. I'll let you know how it is. So this is one of those like cocktails in a can. Cocktails in a can. So one's a Mexican mule. So it's tequila and ginger beer. Yeah, it's tequila and ginger beer.
On the side.
That's what a mule is, right? Yeah, tequila, ginger beer, and lime. What's yours?
Tequila, grapefruit, lime, and...
So yours is a Paloma.
Yeah.
Oh, let's try them. Let's do a little swapsies. Hang on a second, Chief. 1 second here. Let's try these.
We're doing important things.
Yeah, let's do a little taste test. See, sometimes these are too sweet. All right, so cheers.
Have you not had one yet?
No, I had the margarita, but I put it on the rocks. It was okay. Let me try this. This is the Mexican mule. It's good. I'd drink that. It's good. And this is the Paloma. This is tequila and grapefruit. I think the Paloma's a little better, but I like them both. Oops, let's knock it over.
Did you want to swap these?
I can go either way. They're both good.
All right, I'm going to take the Paloma.
Okay, cool. I'm going to stick with this one then. All right. Thank you so much, darling. We have about 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left to play. Thank you, Pumpkin. All right. good wife right there. That's a good wife. Okay, we got Gurjat, Louis, and Red Plays. Let's try this again, Gurjat. Gurjat, Louis, 55. And Red Plays. Hey there, Red Plays. All right. Excuse me. Okay. Life. Amen. Happy wife, happy life. That is a very true statement. I'll tell you what. Not happy wife. Life sucks donkey balls, to put it mildly. When the wife is not happy, I feel like I'm swashbuckling and gargling yak balls. Anyway, Gurjat, it's your bet. What do you want to do there, Gurjat? You got 300 in chips. 100, all right. 100. 1/3 of the stack. And action's over to Louis. Louis, what is your wager? Louis in for Hundo and Red Plays. Thank you for laughing, Megan. I appreciate it. All in but 10. All right, so I'm going to break down 50 for you. There's going to be 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 back. So we're going in for 290. All in for 290. Leaving 10 behind. Good luck, everybody. We get a 10. 4 coming to you. 10. 12. 7. 12. Versus 10. And action is to Gurjat. What's your wager? And that wager, you're going to stand. Oh, wow. Okay, Gurjat. Standing against a 10 with a 12. All right. We're going to hit that 7. Okay, now you got 13. Take care, Jacob. Thank you so much for coming by. Sweet dreams. Auf Wiedersehen. Everybody's standing. Wait, hang on a second. Louis, are you going to stand on that? What are you going to do there, Louis? Louis taking the bullets for everybody. Louis taking the bullets. Let's see what happens. 13, 19, 12 plus 7 is 19. You're going to stand on that. And everybody else is standing. Let's see what happens. Did Louis save everybody's cojones? 16. 16. Busted, did Louis? These people need to be buying you drinks right now. Louis, congratulations. So I'm going to do 300 over here. I'm going to take this 10 back to make my life easier. Yeah, that's a win right there. That's a winner chicken dinner. And that's a winner chicken dinner. Okay, here we go, people. Here we go. We got some games happening. Okay, round 2. Action's back to Gurjat. Yeah, dude, Louis took him for the team on that. Well done. Won. Louis 200, yes sir. And last but not the 2 in there. And Red Plays. Oh, all in. Interesting. 2 rounds to go. Red Plays goes all in. Let's see what happens. And we get a 7. 7. 9. 14. 17. 19. There's the 2. Now the question is, you gotta split 7s against a deuce, right? Yeah, you always split 7s up till 7. You don't split 7s against 8, 9, 10, or ace. 7s splits against everything but 8, 9, 10, or ace. So Gurjat is gonna split. Okay, so we do split our 7s. 100, 2, oh, there we go. Going all in basically. All right, here we go. Good luck. 7 number 1. 17. Stand. 7 number 2. 12. Okay, 7 number 2 is a 12. What do you want to do there, Gurjat? You want to hit or stand on that 12? Hit it. Okay, no monkey, no monkey, no monkey there. 17s. Okay, we're going to stand. I should bust. It's supposed to bust. Okay, here we go. Soft 13. Hard 13. Bust. Everybody won. Isn't that nice? Okay, so that's those. So it's 40 of those. These. It's 5 of those. And 2 of those. Okay. Okay. And we go there. And we're going here. It's 200 here. And 200 there. Okay. We got a game. We have got a game, my friends. We've got a game. Okay. And actions back to Gurjat. Last round. Gurjat, what's your wager? Last round fight. All in. Louis. Everybody's going all in. Everybody's going all in. Let's see what. Okay, everybody's going all in. We know what's happening here. Everybody's going all in. Everybody got a tray. 10, 13, 12. Blackjack. Oh, 20 though. It's not bad. I got excited for a second. Versus my 10. Okay. Actions back to Gurjat. You got a 13 versus a 10 there, Gurjat. Stand. All right. Louis. You're going to hit that 12, all right. Come on, Louis. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Ooh, 15. 15, Louis, 15. 15, let's get a 6. Let's get a 6. Oh, 19. 19. Stand. And we have ourselves a 20. Oof. So loss here. Sorry, boys. Win here as a push. But. We still have a good hand here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1,000. 100 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 50. 60, 70, 80. 1,080. Biggest win of the day to Red Plays at 1,080 in fake money. Congratulations to Red Plays. Bravo. Bravo. That's the way the cookie crumbles. I believe that's the last round. Yes, am I correct, everybody? That's the last round. Mods. I believe we are on the last mods. Let's see here. Oh, that one's fine. Okay. I think that's it. Perfect. All right, we gotta come back to the main screen here just for a moment. And oops, I'll be right back, everybody. Where's my mouse? There she is. And we're gonna go be right back. that was fun. That was a fun little thing there. And yeah, I think what you're saying is correct there, Brett Morgan. The fact that Twitch only does a 5-second delay, and because Twitch only has a 5-second delay, they don't have as much time to buffer out any shenanigans like YouTube does, because YouTube has like a 30-second delay. But it is funny how with YouTube, like, what are they like? It's weird to think that everything streaming on YouTube is being filtered through an AI to make sure that it's not, like, crazy. Isn't that weird? Yeah. It's like when you think of the scale of what YouTube has to deal with as far as overall uploads daily, you think about the petabytes of data that YouTube has to process and scrub. It's nuts. I'm gonna have a beer in a moment just to celebrate that I made it all the way to second round of my last game. Amen, Linda. Amen. Well, you do you, honey boo boo. You do you. I can't have coffee that late at night. I don't have coffee after like no stimulants after like 2 p.m. Even 2 p.m. is a little late for me. Usually I don't do stimulants after breakfast. So like I have my coffee around 7:45, 8 a.m. to like 8:30 or 9 a.m. And that's usually the last of my stimulants. If I have like a coffee at night, I go like get like the jitters. In fact, it was funny. I'm really sensitive to caffeine, and I was having the kitchen corner food truck. Ooh, okay. Let me write that down, Megan. I'm actually gonna text. I'm gonna text that to Megan. It's called the Kitchen Corner Food Truck. Alright. On Manchester. Oh, nice. I will put that on our cool list of things. Let's see. Yeah, Sean, I hear you on the caffeine, 7 p.m. for you. You work security. Oh, yeah, well, you work security. Bernardo, when you can't sleep at all, you gotta call. You gotta call to Jeremiah. When you can't sleep at all, to Jeremiah, you gotta call. It's very poetic. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Kiki. Sweet dreams, my friend. Thanks for coming out and hanging out and joining us. The guys have coffee went a long time ago, but I get it. It's responsible. Yeah, not for me. Yeah, no, I try to, like I said, I try to sort of limit my stimulants, because it messes with my sleep. I can't sleep. Even when I took an Adderall at 6 p.m. once, rescuing an entire dining table and 4 chairs from the side of the road. And to be frank, it's a great table. Brett, that's hilarious. That sounds like something I would do. That's why I don't do stimulants. So that I'm not out driving around at 3 o'clock in the morning going, oh my God, look at that. I could use that. Tweaking. Yeah. Yeah, no. Adderall at 6 p.m. That's a terrible idea. For me. I'm just saying, you do you, honey boo boo. I'm not going to tell you how to live. I'm just saying, for me, personally, rough. Well, what I was going to say, you're welcome on my pliers. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Now, I remember I was having some kombucha. You know, I was having, like, you know, a dry night, you know. I don't normally drink, like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I was having, like, a dry night. And I was sipping on kombucha. And I was sleeping like crap. And I was like, why am I sleeping like crap? Turns out kombucha has caffeine in it. And I was like, son of a bitch. Oops. So you live and learn. You live and learn. Brett, I called my girlfriend and dad very excited about the table, and both the first questions are you on drugs? To which you probably had to respond, yes, I am on what is known as legal cocaine. Isn't that weird? That Adderall is literally just legal cocaine. Like synthesized cocaine. Like, and they're giving that to kids. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, Adderall is a very, very powerful drug. Do not underestimate it. Yeah. Let me see the Joker selling the stolen Batman's tech. Be cool. It's a very specific request, Bernardo. I don't know how that would look. No, it's a very specific selling Batman's like stuff. Well, then I have to go out and buy a bunch of crazy Batman things. I'm not like buying a bunch of crazy Batman stuff. Fun idea, but I'm going to respectfully decline. Unless, well, here's the thing. Check this out, though. Google VO. Have you guys seen the videos coming out for Google VO and how it's like what? Like, I think I'm out of a job here pretty soon. I got like maybe 2 years. I got maybe 2 years before people just plug into their thing. I would like ASMR in the style of ASMR Jeremiah to talk to me about blah 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 blah, and it will just sound like me, look like me, except for like total visual effects behind me. It's coming, people. It's wild. Keep your eye out. The next couple of years are gonna get crazy. They're gonna get crazy. Let's see, we got Hakuna playing with her kitty cat. Meow meow kitty cat. We got Leif. Our French friend is Illyria. Alvina. Yarify. Alvina. Yarify. What's Yarify doing? And Rico ASMR. Who do we want to raid? I'm always partial to the boys, so we're going to raid Leaf because there aren't that many boys doing ASMR. So I'm going to wrap it up over here on YouTube. Sweet dreams. Thanks for hanging out with us on a beautiful Thursday afternoon. And we'll come back and we'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's video. All right. Sweet dreams, everybody, over on YouTube. Bye. And over here on Twitch, let's go give a